Now, one of the groups that's been in the forefront of the campaign for the return of the Chibok girls is the Bring Back Our Girls campaigners. One of the conveners is Dr. Obi Ezekwesili, and she joins me from Abuja tonight. Thank you so much, Dr. Ezekwesili, for joining us on the News at 10.
Thank you.
2 years have gone by. The girls are yet to return. What concerns you the most about this?
What concerns me the most is the possibility that inertia might set in. There is always the possibility of fatigue when an issue has been so prolonged. That worries me. Bureaucratic inertia, not because perhaps the leaders aren't making the promises, but simply because the systems are not aligned to take action on those promises. That worries me.
Well, the Vice President had said at a forum in Abuja that the return of the girls remains a priority. Does that promise give you more hope than you feel right now?
Well, one promise that gave us tremendous hope was when the President, in his inauguration speech, said that we will not claim that we have defeated Boko Haram without the rescue of our Chibok girls and other abducted citizens of Nigeria. When that line was read during his inauguration, we of the movement and the parents became very excited at the possibility that the long advocacy for their rescue was finally going to come to an end with a positive closure. Unfortunately, when we met the President 7 months after, following our earlier meeting with him in July, when he still sounded very, very strong and persuasive on this, our meeting in January wasn't quite the same way. When the President reaffirmed what he said in a presidential chat, that he lacked credible intelligence on the whereabouts of the girls, that was so devastating. It was devastating for the families. It was devastating for our movement. And so when I hear the Vice President say that they attach priority to this, that sounds good. What we just want would be the actions that lead to results. This is time to act for results. 2 years is too long a time for children who went to school to find themselves in the enclave of terrorists.
Okay, let's talk about your plans for tomorrow. Your group is planning a march to the presidential villa in addition to some other areas. What will be your message this time around to them?
Our message would be a number of things. It would be first, following from some of the things we said to the President in January. We had said then that there are a number of leads on these girls, whether they are accurate or inaccurate. We need to get a sense that they are being exhaustively pursued. We heard from the President about the lack of credible intelligence. We also then said that there had been countries with superior intelligence capabilities that had showed up when the girls were first abducted. Can we get those countries back to the table? Because they left after a while or scaled down their operations because they didn't get the kind of full cooperation under the previous administration. There shouldn't be a repeat of that this time. Get them into a war room situation, connect all the intelligence assets that are possible and work with it and get our girls out. And then ensure that there is progress report on how things are going. When there is absolutely no progress report, no feedback on the status of rescue operations, people tend to believe that nothing is being done. Governance is about responsiveness to the quest for information by citizens. That's what accountability is about. We need to see more of that concerning the girls.